Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sanischalena yoktavyo yogo nirvana chetasa sankalpa prabhavan kamans tyaktva sarvan asheshatah manasaivendriyagrama viniyamya samantatah saha, that nischayena, with firm determination, yoktavya, must be practiced, yogaha, yoga system, anirvinna chetasa, without deviation, sankalpa, mental speculations, prabhavan, born of, kaman, material desires, tyaktva, giving up, sarvan, all, asheshataha, completely, manasa, by the mind, eva, certainly, indriyagramam, the full set of senses, viniyamya, regulating, samantataha, from all sides. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith, and not be deviated from the path. One should abandon, without exception, all material desires born of mental speculation, and thus control all the senses on all sides of the mind. Please repeat after me. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith, and not be deviated from the path. One should abandon, without exception, all material desires born of mental speculation, and thus control all the senses on all sides by the mind. Purport. The yoga practitioner should be determined and should patiently prosecute the practice without deviation. One should be sure of success at the end and pursue this course with great perseverance, not becoming discouraged if there is any delay in the attainment of success. Success is sure for the rigid practitioner. But regarding bhakti-yoga, Rupa Goswami says, Utsaha nischaya dhairyat tat tat karma pravartanat sangatyagat sato vritte shadbir bhakti prasidhyati. One can execute the process of bhakti yoga successfully with full-hearted enthusiasm, perseverance, and determination by following the prescribed duties in the association of devotees, and by engaging completely in activities of goodness. Upadeshamrita 3. As for determination, one should follow the example of the sparrow who lost her eggs in the waves of the ocean. A sparrow laid her eggs on the shore of the ocean, but the big ocean carried away the eggs on its waves. The sparrow became very upset and asked the ocean to return her eggs. The ocean did not even consider her appeal. So the sparrow decided to dry up the ocean. She began to pick out the water in her small beak, and everyone laughed at her for her impossible determination. The news of her activity spread, and at last Garuda, the gigantic bird carrier of Lord Vishnu, heard it. He became compassionate toward his small sister bird, and so he came to see the sparrow. Garuda was very much pleased by the determination of the small sparrow, and he promised to help. Thus, Garuda at once asked the ocean to return her eggs, lest he himself take up the work of the sparrow. The ocean was frightened at this and returned the eggs. Thus the sparrow became happy by the grace of Garuda. Similarly, the practice of yoga, especially bhakti yoga in Krishna consciousness, may appear to be a very difficult job. But if anyone follows the principles with great determination, the Lord will surely help. For God helps those who help themselves. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nanda Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sa nischayena yoktavyo, yogo nirvinachetasa, sankalpa prabhavan kaman, styaktva sarvan asheshatah, manasayvendriya gramam, viniyamya samantatah. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith, and not be deviated from the path. One should abandon without exception all material desires born of mental speculation, and thus control all the senses on all sides by the mind. So Hare Krishna to everyone who is gathered here. We've just begun the auspicious month of Kartik, which is very, very exciting. I'd like to start my class with a small story. When I was about 7 years old, I think it was about 7.5, my father bought me my first bicycle, at least a bicycle without training wheels. And we didn't know how to ride the two-wheeler yet. We were just driving with the training wheels. And then that day came when he decided to take off the training wheels, and then I'd have to ride it without any help. How many of you have had that kind of a bike? You remember taking the day that they decided they'd take those training wheels off? So in India, or because my father is from India, he's a Gujarati Brahmin born in India, but I was raised in Detroit, Michigan. And in India, or maybe everywhere, I'm not sure how other parents do it, but my parents, what they would do, and specifically my uncle, he taught me how to ride the bike. He would hold the back, and he'd start to run. And I was sitting on the bike, and all I was told to do was to pedal really fast. And so he would just run faster, and I would keep pedaling, and then at one point he would let go. And if I knew that he wasn't holding, what would happen? You would fall. I actually crashed into the trees on the road, or I'd get afraid and I'd fall down and I'd drop. But when he would keep holding, in my mind, I thought that I was safe and secure and I wouldn't fall or have an accident. For my sister, it was really easy. She learned in a really quick couple of days. But you know what happened to me? I actually ended up asking him to sit on the bike with me, because I felt like if he sat on the bike, I could ride it without training wheels. And if he got off and if I was by myself, I would crash. So I had my heart and my mind full of fear. How many of you feel in your life lacking that feeling? If you have that support, if you have an uncle or somebody nearby, that you will be successful or that you can move forward. Any of you ever feel that way? So here, Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad-Gita, we are studying chapter 6, which is called Dhyana Yoga. Arjuna has asked Krishna many different questions in Bhagavad-Gita. Bhagavad-Gita is divided in 3 different sections. First, it is divided in Karma Yoga, right? So 6 chapters describe Karma Yoga. 6 chapters are divided in Dhyana Yoga, and then 6 chapters are divided in Bhakti-yoga. So now we are about to enter the next 6 chapters, where Arjuna, his mind is full of doubts. His mind is afraid. What did Arjuna have to do? What was his biggest obstacle? What was the biggest trouble that he had? He had to fight. He had to fight with who? With his relatives, with his uncles, with his best friends. with his cousins, his brothers, the people he grew up with. Do we have obstacles in our life? How many of us do not have any obstacles? How many of us face obstacles every day? Every week? Obviously, if it's every day, right? Every month? How many of us find a solution to our obstacles eventually? After finding a solution to that difficulty or that obstacle, how many of us again find another obstacle that pops right back up? When I was a teenager, I grew up in North Carolina after Detroit. My Gurudev is from North Carolina. And he used to talk to us about something teenagers have. They get pimples. So when you have adolescence gives you pimples, one pimple pops up, they say don't touch it, right? Because then what happens?
Spreads.
It will spread and then another one will pop up. Does that sound familiar to what happens in our life? A lot of times we have a problem, we find a solution, the problem goes away, and then tomorrow the same problem comes up. I'm going to tell you a little story about a man with his favorite donkey. There was a man, and he had his favorite donkey. One day they were walking down the road, and there was a very deep ditch. The donkey didn't see it. The donkey fell deep into the ditch, the well. The man looked inside, and he said, "Oh no, what will I do? There's no way to save this donkey. If I get a rope and pull him out, he'll just die. It won't be possible. Oh, I will lose my donkey. I don't think he will be able to make it. So you know what? I might as well bury him." So he got a whole bunch of dirt to close the ditch. And he started taking the dirt and throwing it inside. The donkey who fell inside the ditch, he looked up and he thought, why is he throwing dirt on top of me? What did he do? He shook it off. He shook off the dirt and he climbed on top. The man kept throwing the dirt on top of him. The donkey kept shaking it off and climbing above. As he threw more and more dirt into the pit, what did the donkey do? He shook it off and he climbed on top of the dirt pile. What happened to the dirt pile? It got bigger and bigger and bigger. And the donkey gradually came up to almost the top of the ditch. What did the donkey do? He jumped up at the end outside of the ditch, and he was finally saved and set free. That is what happens in our life. We have a challenge, we have a problem. The dirt gets thrown on top of our back. But what do? Do we bury ourselves inside? Do we let it cover us and control us and become bewildered and frustrated, and then we decide to give up? How many of us say, I can't do this anymore. I am tired. I am frustrated. I have had enough. You know what we say? We say, I am really old. People look at you and say, you're old? You're not old. But we give up so fast. But imagine if you started to shake it off. Every time that problem comes to you, imagine if you decide to shake it off. There are 3 key words that Krishna says here in this verse. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with, can everybody say determination?
Determination.
Maybe a little louder. Determination. One more time.
Determination.
What does determination mean?
To get something done.
To get something done? What else? Uninterrupted. Determination means to not give up, to move forward. No matter what, I will keep going. Determination is the first word. The second word is faith. What a magical word. We all have so much faith. That is why we are sitting here today. Because of that faith. Utsahan nischayad dhairya. Tat karma pravartanat sangatyagat sato vritte shadbir bhakti prasidhyati. One should abandon without exception all material desires born of mental speculation and thus control all the senses on all sides of the mind. In Bollywood or in any cinema area, when actors go to act, when they have to play a role, the really good actors are taught in acting school that in order to express a feeling, you must hypnotize yourself in your mind that you're in that situation. When you hypnotize yourself in your mind by repeating, my mother has died, my mother has died, my mother has died, then the actor is able to cry on scene. He's able to feel that feeling. And then within his face and his eyes and everything, the expressions come. Because why? He spends about half an hour feeling that way. Or if he has to do a role of a very sick person, he has to repeat to himself, I am sick, I am sick, I am sick. I am not feeling good, I am sick. Within half an hour, the guy has a fever. The body exhibits what he thinks. So if an actor can spend a half an hour thinking a thought and then actually experience that thought, it becomes a reality in his life. What do you think we are doing in our lives? What kind of thoughts are we thinking? Are we telling ourselves that we are blessed? Are we telling ourselves that we are happy? Are we telling ourselves that we are powerful? Are we telling ourselves that we are strong? Because after all, who are we? Nijayate mriyate va kadachan nayam bhutva bhavita va nabhuya ajo nityam shashvato. What does ajo mean? Eternal. Nityam, unborn. Shashvata, pure. What is the soul? Eternal, ever-existing, primeval. He's not slain when the body is slain. What are these characteristics of? Of who? Of who?
Us.
Of us. Of you and me. These are our characteristics. But what has happened? We've given a beautiful body. We've given a place to live. We put ourselves in different circumstances, and then we begin to believe that situation over and over and over again. You wake up in the morning and you think, I am going to have a terrible day because such and such person walked into my room and just ruined my day. I am feeling sad. I am feeling tired. What are we doing? We are labeling our lives with I ams. What kind of I ams are you speaking to yourself right now? Anyone?
I'm grateful.
I am grateful. Fantastic. Any other I ams? How are you feeling today? I am blissful. How many times do we tell ourselves, I am peaceful, I am happy, I am content, I am enough, I am determined, I am full of faith? Maybe once every hour, maybe once every day. Now, if you take a pen and if you draw a black circle, right, like that, how many white circles do you need to cover that black circle? How many? One? How many? How many black circles are there? Will one white circle cover that black circle? No. How many white circles are needed to cover the black circle? Maybe 5? Maybe 10? Maybe 6, 7? Every time we create a negative thought in our mind, every time we believe that we cannot do something, every time we allow ourselves to become a victim of our negative thoughts, 2 things happen. The first thing that happens is you become what you think you are. And the second is you lose your chance of what you could become. Every time we think, I wonder what she feels about me. I am not good enough. I don't think I could do this today. I think I am too old now. I am too weak. I am tired. I want to give up. How many black circles was that? About 5, right? So to cover those black circles with white circles, how many would you need? At least 25. And in one day, we are creating 60,000 thoughts. Because guess what? The only person who is with you consciously right now is you. You have to deal with you all day and night, right? When you wake up, who do you talk to? You talk to yourself. When you go to bed, you are talking to you. So what kind of thoughts are we creating? Are we saying, Ajo nityam shashvato yam purano? Are we telling ourselves, I am eternal spirit soul? I know I'm not this body. I am pure spirit soul. This body's just a lump of flesh that soon will have to go. I'm a spirit soul, eternally in bliss, knowledge and ever-increasing happiness. Chanting Hare Krishna, my life will be sublime. I just have to remember this all of the time. How many of us are remembering this all the time? Chanting Hare Krishna, my life will be sublime. I just have to remember this all of the time. The only limits in our life are those which we impose on ourselves. The only limits in our life are those that we impose on ourselves. From today onwards, we can begin to create white circles. We can begin to cover those past black circles with a series of white circles by giving determination and faith within our life. a determination avashya rakshibe Krishna Vishavasapalam. Krishna will protect me without fail. God helps those who help themselves. Anyone who follows the principles with great determination, the Lord will surely help. For God helps those who help themselves. So we have a decision to make in our life. Whose life is it?
Ours.
It's our life. Who's going to fix that life? We'll take a moment to go around the room. If there's a cordless mic, is there a mic that we can pass around? And we're going to take a moment, if you can just get the mic, Mataji, thank you. And we'll ask each other, what is our goal today? Doesn't have to be the same every day. They say that if your goal, if you know the way to your goal, that your goal isn't big enough. Pretty interesting, huh? Would you like to start? What is your goal, if you don't mind sharing, today?
To get better in my Krishna consciousness day by day.
Thank you. To get better in your Krishna consciousness day by day. Thank you. Maybe Prabhu can share.
I'm here for parikrama and my goal is to finish if possible.
Haribo, wonderful. We were actually driving to Mathura and we saw the devotees, hundreds of them, walking to their first destination. And my body was full of emotion because that takes a lot of energy and effort. So, welcome and thank you for joining us for parikrama.
Hare Krishna. This visit in Vrindavan is actually to reanalyze myself and see where do I stand in devotion.
Reanalyze yourself
To see where I stand in devotion.
to see where you stand.
And how do I take myself forward more effectively?
How do you take yourself? And I'll take that to the next level. Do you think that something Prabhupada is telling us today will help you with that?
Certainly.
What would that one thing be? Determination.
Yes.
It's a great word, and it's really to never give up.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
My goal today is to be determined to, with Krishna's help, remove the impediments and obstacles that stand in the way of increasing my Krishna consciousness. I was thinking about the word, determination implies that determination is like a decision.
Right.
It's like a court comes to determination by gathering evidence and making a decision based on facts.
Mhm.
So determination just isn't a drive to do something. It's based on enough evidence to create the facts that we definitely want to go in that direction.
So we have evidence in our life that we are ready for
We
those
use that
facts.
evidence to make a decision to do something.
Thank you,
So it's a
Prabhu.
decision based on knowledge.
Based upon knowledge and experience, perhaps, as well.
Yeah, so that's
Right.
part of knowledge.
It's part of knowledge, all right. Thank you, Prabhu. What is your goal, Prabhu, today?
Every day I watch YouTube on determination by Prabhu Bhagavad-Gita and Prabhu Gauramani.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Every day
Mhm.
I watch on YouTube on determination by Prabhu Bhagavad-Gita and Gauramani.
Yes.
Because I come here just to fight my obstacle. I was in Vrindavan for 1 month, just to fully engage in the whole activities.
Mhm.
So it's very difficult to fight the obstacle.
Yeah.
Without the determination of the mind. Though I know, but still sometimes I fail. That's why I'm here.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Continue to strive for progress in the Krishna consciousness.
Hariva. Continue to strive for progress in Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Prabhu.
With determination and faith, continue my service to their Lordship, Radha, Krishna Sundar, and Lila.
Jai, Haribol. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. To be happy in Vrindavan.
Jai. That's the summum bonum, the ultimate goal that we should all strive for. Because Prabhupada says, chant and be happy.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't say just chant. He says we should be happy while we're chanting. Some of us are chanting and then we are still morose. But the secret is to chant and also to be happy and to chant.
Hare Krishna. Mission. The Prabhupada faithfulness. I want to continue my reading Bhagavad chanting.
Thank you, Raji. Hare Krishna. Many goals, but they're all the ultimate goals, right? Thank you.
Krishna, my goal is to be more fixed up and see progress.
Yeah, to be more fixed up. And as we're going around and we're describing and we're talking about our goals, it's very important how we visualize those goals in our life. If we visualize the goals as already achieved, they say that if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So that is something that, yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
My goal is to try to get back home this life.
Jai, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Today my goal was to complete Gauramani and to chant 32 rounds.
Haribol. How's it going?
So I completed my rounds by 1 p.m. and I also completed the performance.
Jai, that's called determination and faith.
To surrender to Krishna is my goal.
Jai, thank you.
To serve Vaishnavas in holy land.
Jai, thank you.
Today in Marathon Das, Thakur's Tigo Bhav also.
Jai.
So, same 25 rounds I plan to chant some more.
Haribol. Thank you. So celebrating the disappearance day of Narottam Das Thakur. So Prabhuji would like to, he has chanted 25 and more japa, more chanting. I think Matajis are here still. I'd love to have their insights. We have a few more minutes. Your goal for today.
Well, I think my goal must be determination. I think it's very easy to beat ourselves up. It seems to be more easy to have negative thoughts sometimes than it is to have positive thoughts. So I think with this shloka, Srila Prabhupada says to have that determination to go forward because Krishna is the God. So my goal is just, as what Prabhu said, to be surrendered. Just to let the positive thoughts just to overtake the negative ones.
Allow the positive to overtake the negative, and Krishna is your goal. So to surrender to Krishna. Thank you.
To make the best use of my chance to be here in Vrindavan.
Yeah. Beautiful goal.
Krishna,
to develop a deeper relationship with the holy names. Wonderful. Yes.
Thank you for, I don't know exactly who added it, but thank you for adding the part about chant and be happy. That's also a goal.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jai.
I feel I'm very, very fortunate to be in Vrindavan.
Yes.
Gauramani, Shyam Sundar's mercy. And how we go like in a shop, there's a sale, we run and try to grab that bargain. So similarly, Bhakti is on sale now in Kartik month. So we try to take that opportunity of being in the Holy Dham and to be determined and to have determination and discrimination. We definitely need the association of devotees. Yes. So when we see so many devotees so determinedly coming for Mangalarti and going for parikramas, that's a great enthusiasm like Utsaha, Nishchaya, Dharya. So that is very, very enthusing to me, and by seeing others I feel how low I am and I have to improve so much by seeing others. So that's my goal, that being in Holy Dham to increase my devotion to the Lord, because Bhakti is on sale in this month.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
To chant and be happy, then go back to Krishna.
Did Mataji already speak? No. Oh no, here, Radhe, this Mataji, has not spoken.
My goal is only to become more and more involved in Krishna consciousness and chant properly.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Mind should be on Krishna's lotus feet and chant and be happy always.
Yes.
Not to think any negative, I mean, not allow any negativity to come into the mind.
Absolutely. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. We have two more Matajis in the back there. What is your goal?
My goal for today was to join but we missed.
Okay, that's yeah.
But tomorrow we have
You're determined that you have a chance tomorrow and that you will still. So why don't we give everybody a big round of applause for sharing their goals. Thank you so much. And I wanted to leave you with a small lesson, a small demonstration of determination in regards to the topmost service that we are already all performing. And because this verse includes the word sankalpa, sankalpa is a decision of determination to do something. So what is the foremost duty of all devotees or Vaishnavas? There's many, but the topmost, one of the topmost, is to chant the holy names of the Lord. And Prabhupada tells us 16 rounds minimum, right? But now we can learn how should we be chanting the names of the Lord. So there's a very simple 4-step process that we've been taught. And I wanted to just share that with you. And it has changed my life. And if you feel that you can apply it in your life, you can also go ahead and try. So the first thing we do, when we chant 16 rounds, is it time for us to finish the 16 rounds? When we chant japa, is it something that it's like a chore? Oh, I have to finish these rounds. What does the mind think? We have to get those over with. Did I get them done with? Did I finish them? What message are we giving to Krishna's holy names? I just want to finish it. I want to get over with it. That's the message we're giving to Krishna's holy names, right? So will Krishna's names really want to be with us? What are Krishna's names? They are non-different from Krishna. That is Krishna appearing to you within your life at that moment that you chant those names. How can we do the one thing that is the most important activity in our life? By giving it the number one priority. So this 4-step process, number 1 is to make a sankalpa. To make a promise in your mind. I will now chant the sacred names of Krishna with full attention. If you tell your mind, let's chant 16 rounds with full attention, do you think your mind doesn't usually last for 2 hours or an hour and a half? Right? It's usually maybe 5 minutes and then it starts to go here and there and wander. So we tell our mind, I want to chant, I love to chant, I want to be with Krishna. The mind is still going to run around. So we trick the mind by making a sankalpa. What is the sankalpa? My dear mind, for the first Mahamantra, please focus. Would you like to try with me? Would you like to take your beads and give it a try? We're going to hold on to one bead. Taking a deep breath definitely helps, but it's not one of them. And we tell our minds to only focus on the one Mahamantra with full attention. Everybody ready? Yes? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is to make a sankalpa. Now we approach the second bead and we do it again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then we approach the next bead. But do you know who's going to come in the middle? The mind. So now we tell the mind, my dear mind, I will not spend time with you. This is my time with Krishna. Let's do that one more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When you chant Krishna's names, even once, Krishna immediately appears within your heart through your tongue. Karna Rasayana Gatha. Through the liquid prema of the sound vibration of his names, he appears. The first thing is to make a sankalpa. Number 2 is to neglect the mind. Number 3 is now to take shelter. My dear holy names of the Lord, would you like to repeat? My dear names of Lord Krishna. You are non-different from Krishna himself. I may not know Krishna, but I know your holy names. If you so desire, please accept me in your service. Today I take shelter of you. I am your servant. The most magical thing will now happen in your life. I personally experienced it, and I'm sure many of you have also experienced it. When you call Krishna with a pure heart, when you beg the holy names, and when you expect the mercy to come. How many of you take a shower every morning? Some of us take bucket baths, some of us take showers. When you turn on the shower, what comes from above? Water. How does it come? Pours like a great waterfall onto your body to cleanse yourself. So when we follow this very simple process of chanting the names of Krishna, guess what he does? He showers his mercy upon us. So what can we do? In the village, the women, to carry the rainwater, they put pots outside. So all we need to do is become a pot. How do we become a pot? With our hands in the air. We become a pot to carry that mercy, to receive that mercy in our lives. Yes, I am ready to receive whatever mercy you are showering upon me now, today. I don't have any doubts, Krishna. I'm not afraid, Krishna. I know you are with me now and you are showering your love, your mercy, your compassion on me because I am yours today and forever. And then we continue to the next mantra. Let's raise our hands in surrender. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Aslishva padaratam pinastu mam, adarshanan marmahatam karotu va, yatha tatha va vidadhatu lampata, mat prananathastu saheva napara. Golokera prema dhana, Hari nama sankirtana. Golokera prema dhana, Hari nama sankirtana. These holy names are the love, Golokera prema dhana, the treasure. It is not an ordinary thing. It is the dhan, the wealth of Goloka. Ratina janmi lokena tai, Ratina janmi lokena. Sansara vishanale, dibanisi ihiyajvale. Sansara vishanale, dibanisi ihiyajvale. Sansara vishanale, dibanisi hiyajvale. We are now feeling and experiencing an external material conditioning. Where is that desire? Where is that determination? Where is that faith? Narottam Das Thakur says that you have received this human form, this human body, simply to take shelter of the holy names. Radha Krishna na bhajiya janiya shuniya bisha khainu. We are knowingly drinking poison, but we have received this human form, this human body. Ha ha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vrishabhanu Sutta Yuta. Ha ha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vrishabhanu Sutta. Karuna karo ho e bala. Karuna karo. Narottama Das kahe nathili ho rang paay. तुम बिना के आछे हमारा. 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 Without you, there is no one in this world. तुम बिना के आछे हमारा. Tum, you, bina, without, ke ache, who? Amara is mine. Hari Hari, bifale janama, gonaino. Hari Hari, janama, gonaino. Hari Hari, bifale, I have wasted. Janama, this life, gonainu, it has gone. Manushya janama paya, Radha Krishna na bhajiya, janiya shuniya vishakhainu. Today is the last day for us to drink that poison. Today is the beginning of that day to take that nectar. The nectar is overflowing. The nectar is with you right now. The nectar is here at every moment, but simply we have to take that nectar. Imagine if you could be a receiver of that nectar right now. Imagine it flowing. How would your life become? How could your thoughts transform your life with determination, with faith? Imagine in your home, with your children, your wife, your family, your husband, your friends, if everybody started to take that nectar, we would be living in a place known as Goloka. Imagine if all of India started to drink that nectar. Forget India, what about the world? Imagine if the whole world was inundated with this unlimited nectar for which Lord Chaitanya appeared. Gauranga Mahaprabhu appeared to give this nectar everywhere. What kind of a place would we live in? A life, a world, a home, full of determination, faith, and deep conviction. The secret to the sauce, the secret to success is in the verse. Utsaha nischaya dhairya. The last word in that line is patience. It will happen. It is happening. It is your time. We have enthusiasm. We have determination, and now we're going to add the secret ingredient of patience. Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Thank you for this opportunity. So we'd ask if you have any questions or comments. We have a few more minutes. If you'd like to share your realizations or comments.
I like the way...
Get a mic, yeah.
Where's the mic?
The mic. Prabhu, can you give the mic? Yeah, thank you.
I like the way when you get people to concentrate because devotee did a seminar in Mayapur about how the brain and the mind works.
Yeah.
And the mind has something called the reticular regulator, that whatever you tell it is important, then everything else itself, well, that can wait till later. So if you're chanting, then the mind says, okay, all that can wait till later. But you thought, what about this, what about that? Then the mind says, okay, now the chanting can go on the back burner. So we have to be careful to what we tell it. Like I tell people, I write things down that I have to do the next day. They said, do you write them down so that you can remember?
Yeah.
I said, no, I write them down so that I can forget. So that I know that you do it the night before, so that when it comes to chanting, I know that when at 9 o'clock, I look at all that and see what I have to do. So I get it out of the way, so it's written down. So it doesn't have to come up, it's already covered. So we want to get those things taken care of, so that when we sit down to chant, that's on the foreground. That's also why you're not supposed to be talking on the phone while you're riding the motorcycle through here, because that's why they have so many accidents. So we don't want to have an accident with chanting like we do on motorcycles.
So write down what it comes in your mind to put it out of the way. And that's
what you have to do later,
due for
so
the
you don't
day
have to wonder.
later, so then you don't have to
covered.
get into it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Anybody would like to add something?